I was always driven to be an artist. My uncle was an artist in California, and I sat one day when I was about 5 years old, and I seen him take a blank canvas and create something out of it. I was amazed by it, just utterly amazed that a human being could take a blank canvas and create something that he was in control of and express who he was. And from that point on, I said, this is what I want to do. Color's the best way for me to express the conversation on a canvas. Even if I paint in black and white, it still has a feeling of color. If we use the painting that's behind me, the red carpet entrance, you know, it's a red carpet, but you know what? It's as red as it could be, and it's just filled with red, but it's how we go into a space. If it was a blue carpet, I don't know if it would work well. That red is more welcoming, it's more inviting. This line of paintings is from the Soho area of New York, and it's an interplay of what happens on the street in Soho. I remember being in this cafe 25, 30 years ago as an art student, and you know, eating ramaki in here, and sometimes you don't realize it until you go back to an area and say, oh, this, you know, how it's changed. And now you could actually sit and look at the interplay of the figures, what's going on here. The person who took the scooter to work, where'd they come from? You have the person dealing with the, you know, purchasing soup, having interactions, and how you get this whole framing to work. I think this is one of the oldest bakeries, you know, in the area. And I remember grabbing a cookie in here and taking off. But part of what goes on in a, you know, a street scene is you have couples experiencing things together. And maybe she went to here, maybe he went here at some given time, maybe not together, but now they're together. So there's an interplay between what couples do and some old happenings of the city. So much is happening in the reflections. So the reflections are telling the story about what's going on in the street. I was always driven to be an artist, and so much of it was that my uncle, I seen something of something blank that I could create.